Hi, I'm Rob.
And I'm Katie.
And this,
Is KR Compares.
I didn't throw you that time.
No.
I thought about it. You didn't throw me
I
either.
also thought about doing a dad joke again, so.
Oh, go on.
No, you're not. Hi, Rob.
Oh.
Blah, 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 yeah.
We are taking a break from our regularly scheduled programming in the form of our spectacular send-off of seltzers to do some cereals. This is actually what we've gotten a request for in the past. Very specifically, not Froot Loops. Nobody's asked for us to do Froot Loops. Everybody knows what Froot Loops tastes like. More importantly, Magic Spoon, which is a new. Well, I guess is it new? I think it's new. It's new to us. We've never had it. Katie's about to tell us a little bit about breakfast cereals.
Take it away.
Go ahead.
So Magic Spoon has been around since 2019. It was an ETC business, so that means direct to consumer. So you would just order online and then they'd send it to you.
Huh.
I don't know when they expanded into like grocery stores. So we actually got this off of the local Kroger.
Yep.
So they have 3 different varieties or whatever at the Kroger, but there's a bunch more supposedly online.
We chose these because this is
the most similar.
Because they are most similar. So we have Froot Loops, which everyone should be at least vaguely familiar with, probably. Not that you should be, but you probably are. And then the Magic Spoon. This is their fruity version. I was looking actually for. Originally, I was going to go with like a Cheerios type thing. I feel like that was a nice simple one to go with.
They don't have that.
Yeah, they own that all.
No, so I looked it up. So they have. So their whole thing is, they're supposed to be healthier, keto friendly, low sugar, grain free.
Shall I read it?
Yeah.
The high protein, keto friendly, gluten free, grain free, soy free, wheat free, naturally flavored, totally delicious, childlike cereal for grown-ups. Hold on to the dream. The guy holding a spoon or someone holding a spoon.
So it's founded by 2, I guess they're friends or ex-roommates or something. It's something like that. They've been friends for a while and then they went into business.
And then they're not friends anymore?
No, it's still going strong, so obviously. But I'm just saying, like, we've seen in the past for some of our other episodes that it's sometimes like two people just hanging out and they're like, hey, wouldn't this be fun if we like created this whole
cereal
new product?
Not the first thing I would have thought to consider making, but okay.
No, but I think they actually gained traction during the pandemic because people were home more, and then you could order that online. It could send to you, and
that makes sense.
If you're not wanting to cook, it's it has more protein than the average Froot Loops would.
Oh, yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Yes. Well, you see in the back of Magic Spoons, they have an us versus them, and I'm pretty sure they specifically called out Froot Loops on their website.
Oh, did they really?
Comparison.
Interesting. Well, I mean, I guess look, there's nothing wrong with. They always say things like, "Oh, against the leading competitor" or something, which is silly because they're just trying not to get sued. But I mean, if you're
no, they're like straight up. This is comparison.
But that makes sense. If you have someone like, look, we're comparing ourselves to them, and if what the information we're getting from them is accurate, this is how we compare. Which, I mean, if we're looking at numbers, and again, breakfast cereal's garbage.
It's a treat.
It's garbage. If you don't have breakfast cereal for breakfast, it's a terrible breakfast. It's not good for you. Now, that being said, if you have to choose in terms of healthy stuff, obviously this is clearly healthier right off the gate. It's got a lot more, for 1 cup of the Magic Spoon versus 1.25 cups without the milk. Of the Froot Loops, you've got actually slightly more fat in the Magic Spoon. You actually have some cholesterol in the Magic Spoon.
I think it's because of the milk proteins or whatever they have for the added protein.
So cholesterol only comes from animal products or something like that. So worth knowing then that this, you don't expect when they say Cheerios is cholesterol free. Like, yes, it should be. Why is your cereal being made out of animals and meat and whatever? But if they use milk protein, that actually makes sense for this.
Mm-hmm.
The sodium is slightly lower. The carbs are half as many in the Magic Spoon. And then this is where it gets interesting. The proteins, 2 grams in the Froot Loops and 13 in the Magic Spoon. So not actually bad. Although what you will notice is that this one only has 2% calcium, 10% iron of your daily value.
And this one's like everything but the kitchen sink.
The Froot Loops adds, it has a dozen or so different vitamins. Vitamin D, calcium, iron, potassium, vitamin C. And all of that's just added. Like they are artificially added to try to make this be like a healthier thing, and all of them are around 20% anyway. These aren't good for you, but they are still delicious.
They're still tasty, which is the whole point of, so Magic Spoon's called Magic Spoon because it's supposed to taste so good that you kind of think it's magic that it's healthy and it still tastes good.
Okay.
So
I've heard it's delicious.
That's what we hear. So
generally speaking,
we
but there's a lot of
to...
Magic Spoon, and I'm sure we're going to do some more comparisons of Magic Spoon in the future.
Well, because they have the peanut butter one at the Kroger. They also have a cocoa version, but they also have online cinnamon roll frosted. So like, I'm assuming like kind of like a frosted.
But are they all the same shape?
I don't know.
Okay.
There's also blueberry muffin, maple waffle, and then birthday cake. I
feel like birthday cake is usually a terrible flavor in anything. It's like bubblegum flavored anything.
Funfetti's fun.
Well, yes, but good. Yeah, but it doesn't advertise itself. It's funfetti. It doesn't advertise itself as birthday cake flavored. It goes on a birthday cake.
Yeah.
So the birthday cake flavor comes from eating a birthday cake.
Wow.
Well, we're going to start with the Froot Loops. Or the Magic Spoon.
I mean, we could do Froot Loops because they're the OG. So.
Works for me. And we're going to be mixing this with 1 cup. So we'll take 1 cup each of these, mix it with probably a cup of milk.
That's a lot of milk.
Is it a lot of milk? I don't know. We're going to start measuring it and we'll see where it takes us.
Okay.
But we'll be using some Fairlife milk to go along with it, since that's my milk of choice here. And one day we will actually do a milk episode. But drinking like half a gallon of milk in front of a camera sounds really unpleasant, actually.
That doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
But anyway, we will be putting the cereal in before the milk. I know that is very divisive.
Hold on, no.
There are people that put in the milk before the cereal. Yes.
No. All right.
There are folks that do that. I don't know.
Whole time. Do you put your milk or your cereal in first? Here's the thing. If the milk's already in the bowl, like you're making another bowl of cereal.
That's fine.
Sure. But cereal goes first.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, that's how
That's how...
Yes.
Let us know what you do down below in the comments. Below. Right down there.
Just gonna have like a giant arrow going there.
I'm not animating. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing a giant arrow.
Okay.
Do you want to do a giant arrow? I'll show you how to do it.
Not really.
Okay, then I'm not doing a giant arrow. Alright, we're going to get right into the testing of this in just a second.
I can smell the sugar from here. So you could be like Toucan Sam, follow your nose.
It's true. We got to get into the eating of this quickly because these tend to get very soggy. But it's colorful, it's happy colors. Is this the one that used to be fruit shaped? No.
No, that's Trix.
That was Trix. Trix used to be fruit shaped. Also,
but as everyone knows, even though there's different colors, they're all the same flavor.
The exact same flavor.
Oh, originally when this came out in 1963, it only had 3 colors. It was red, orange, and yellow.
Oh, because they could just mix this red, orange, and then just mix it.
Part of it is that, but I think it's also because it looked more like alluded to like fruit.
Fair enough.
In the 90s, they did incorporate the purple and the blue.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Just to make it more fun.
So we've got red, purple, blue, orange, green, yellow. We ended up going with half a cup of milk.
That's nostalgia right there.
Hmm?
I said that's nostalgia.
That is very much childhood.
You know what's also good because they have so much sugar? They're really good dry. Like if you were to like take them.
We'll probably do that at some point too.
Yeah.
This is actually. I haven't had this in many years. This is kind of bringing up some nostalgia.
Yeah. So Toucan Sam has the mascot has been the mascot of Froot Loops since the beginning in the 60s. So as you could probably see on the cover or the box, his beak has the
rainbow,
the colors of the Froot Loops.
All the Froot Loops. That makes sense.
So I'm assuming like originally maybe he only had like 3 colors and then.
I have to check that out. That's interesting. Huh. Do they still say follow your nose?
Mm-hmm.
So.
This is on the back.
What follow your? Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Okay. I've actually gotten ads in the last couple of weeks for Froot Loops on Pandora.
Really?
So when I was at the gym, I listened to Pandora. And it's like something where he's like...
That's creepy.
Well, yeah, I suppose.
Because we're like, oh, cereal's good. We should probably like get some cereal.
It's something about like he's in a studio or something and someone's like, oh yeah, Froot Loops or something. And they're interviewing Toucan Sam. He's like, oh, it's Froot Loops. The way you say studio. And like, that's not how we say studio. or something. I don't know. It's a silly little thing. No, see, I prefer when the backs of the cereal box like had stuff on it, like little mazes or little questions or fun. So this is kind of atrocious. So get your parents to cut out this little big square shape out the back of the box. And what you do is you have to collect 3 more of these, and now you have a big poster of Froot Loops World. Which is silly, and it's just a way for you to be like, oh, Mom, I gotta get 3 more of these different boxes and search for these in the store. Go to hell. That's a strong feeling, but that's a marketing BS that I just do not approve of. Give them mazes, give them little word finds.
Oh, that's always the best. Or like spot the difference or something like that.
I have no problem with this, other than that this is like
it's quite literally, and you have to eat it a little fast because it will.
It's already starting to get a little mushy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not as much fun. So, as you could probably imagine with a lot of American food products, this one does have like red 40, yellow 5, something else. So obviously because of those additives, those dyes, you can't get this in like France, Austria, Norway, like Finland. They have some kind of a version that's like reformulated without those kinds of things.
Why?
I think in the UK, so you can get some version of Froot Loops in the UK.
It doesn't belong in food.
It should.
It's not. None of this belongs in food. That just bothers me.
The only reason why I say that is I'll be curious to see how Magic Spoon like colors their food. If it's like turmeric or something.
You already know. Oh, you don't.
No,
already know.
I didn't look it up.
This has already started turning the water a little green, which is normal for
That's
food.
fine.
That's fine. But. What else is there to know about Froot Loops?
There's a Mandela effect kind of question if it's fruit, like actual fruit, or if it's always been F-R-O-O-T.
I feel like it's always been with the 2 O's.
I don't know.
You disagree?
No,
you don't remember?
I don't remember.
I mean, I think growing up we knew how to spell fruit and we see the loops part, but I feel like I've always seen like the. Maybe I haven't.
I don't know.
Well, if they here's the thing. When did they add the extra colors?
The 90s.
I
think blue was the last one in like 96 or so.
Okay, interesting.
So
if they only had 3 original, because they have 4 O's, and if you only had 3 colors initially, maybe they only did 2 of them, and they changed.
I don't know.
I feel like that's a trademark thing. I feel like that's something, or a registered trademark even. I feel like that's something that you can.
I think that's wise because you can't trademark the word fruit because it's a basic.
But you can trademark Froot Loop. No. I don't know if that gets together.
I don't know.
Crispy, crunchy, artificially flavored.
Do we know if I can't remember if Kellogg's does Apple Jacks.
I don't know why.
No, just because like the crunch and all that is very similar.
Yeah.
But they're part of Kellogg's. Kellogg's been around since 1900 something. It's at least 100
Kellogg's is old, yeah.
But as of October 2023, there was like an official like separation of some of the like companies that are in Kellogg's. So Kellogg's is now I want to say Telenovela. That's not right. It makes me think of telenovela.
Okay.
It's Telenova are like the like I think Eggos, Morningstar, Cheez-Its, Townhouse, like those little cracker things.
Oh yeah, okay.
I like those types of and Pop-Tarts are under Telenova. The like Frosted Flakes, Froot Loops, things of that nature are still under like KW Kellogg, something like that. So
why?
I don't know, and it's only for North America.
Is it to break up a monopoly?
Maybe because like it seems like the more the breakfast cereals are still under that like Kellogg type of thing, and then Telenova is like more of the like other.
If all the money goes to the same bank account.
I think they're 2 technically like independent public companies now.
That have no effect on each other? Interesting. Huh. Okay, I'm curious. Milk is still sweet. Do you want to try some of the milk?
Yeah. That was like the best part when you were a kid, like if you finished.
So maybe somebody else let me know this, if you guys did this growing up. So if the cereal got soggy or you didn't finish it or whatever, it was really gross, we didn't have a garbage disposal growing up. So my mother would have us dump it in the toilet.
What?
I mean, is that just a weird my family did this kind of thing? Like
I don't know.
Like we didn't have a garbage disposal and it was liquid, so you couldn't. I mean, there's nothing. Obviously, there's nothing
No,
wrong.
wouldn't you just kind of like drain out the liquid parts and then just throw the like mush?
See, now that would have made some amount of sense, but no, we just want to dump it in the toilet. No, and anybody else throw out their old breakfast cereals in the toilet? No, just my family. Fantastic, Mom. You have questions to answer. Anyway, I'm actually looking. So this is Froot Loops.
No, they're delicious.
You know what they are.
I would definitely consider them more like a dessert now as a kid, as an adult.
Look, they're tasty, but it's such garbage.
No, well, you're gonna be hungry in like an hour.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm still gonna enjoy like the entire box. Yes.
I mean, it's not actually nutritious in any way. But having vitamins doesn't make it nutritious. Those are your micronutrients. You still need your macros.
Oh, that's the other thing. So like in America, I don't remember when they were doing these, kind of like Australia, where they had those like healthy.
Oh, the health mark thing.
Yeah, there was something like that. I guess a while ago that they were trying out. And
where
in the U.S.
Oh, okay. And
we're gonna put Froot Loops as something that was like considered healthy because of all of the vitamins.
No. Well, I'm glad that that's just misleading. That's just companies pandering. And anyway,
that's kind of why it says it up there. Vitamins and minerals.
9 vitamins and minerals. Yes, I mean you can have 3% of all of these and be fine. 20% of these is nothing. Vitamin C. Anyway. All right, now we're moving on to the main event, which is going to be the magic spoon.
Okay. So, do you know, according to...
Oh, whoa. Oh, we're just diving right in.
Yeah.
I was prepared. Okay, yeah. Do I know
what? You're going to be like, welcome back.
None of that. All right. Do I know? Probably not.
Okay, so when I was perusing the Magic Spoon website, they had a fun fact that said that the average American eats 100 bowls of cereal a year.
Hold on. Does that include hot cereal?
I don't know.
Okay, if it includes hot cereal, I still don't do that, but you might. 100 bowls? That's a lot of cereal.
No, I mean, growing up,
that means more people eat more than that.
Mm-hmm. Well, because a lot of times it doesn't fill you up, so I would imagine sometimes if you're really hungry, maybe you have like 2 bowls of cereal before like heading to school or something.
I mean, that's fair. Or you know what? When I would come home from school, especially high school, like 9th, 10th grade,
you would just have that.
I would have like a half gallon of milk and half a box of this. Something like this. Anyway.
No, growing up, we
should probably get this
oatmeal.
before it gets soggy.
Anyway, this is super bright colors compared to the...
Yeah. We were going to talk for a long time. Like, this is really mushy cereal. That's really strange. This one's turned the water more of a blue color, or the milk more of a blue color. And really quickly, too.
And a nice crunch. I can't get over the colors being so vibrant.
They are very vibrant. We'll compare later.
How do they do that? It still tastes kind of like a Froot Loop.
I'm getting a lot of lemon.
Mm-hmm.
Very lemon.
There's definitely citrus to kind of boost the flavor.
Yeah, I'm wondering if all of these also taste the same. Probably, though. Do they have different flavors?
I would imagine they're the same.
Okay. How do you feel about that texture? It's like, almost like a rice.
Mm-hmm.
To me. And even the box is very, it almost smells like not pine sol, but.
I think it's the lemon, because you're making, it smells clean.
Yeah, it does smell clean.
It's not bad. I mean, I think it's holding the texture more than the Froot Loops. I think the Froot Loops kind of, I think they got mushier quicker. This is adhering to my teeth more, though.
Yeah, it does stick. It's softer. But Froot Loops have kind of a harder crunch.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Now for the all-important.
So if you were only having this, would you miss Froot Loops?
That sounds like a question for the final thoughts.
Oh, okay.
We'll do our proper comparison in just a moment. I will say I appreciate, as I was saying earlier, that this actually has a little, like, activity thing for the kids. It's also got why we're special, and like half it's for the adults to be like, look at all the nutrition. And very much, yes.
And the same thing with the bright colors. So it's supposed to evoke nostalgia. Because all of the kids' cereals have the fun... Because all the kids' cereals have, like, bright colors. They're super fun. Like, they're interactive. So I can see what they're trying to do here with having kind of cleaner stuff for adults. Like, very easy to read and all that stuff.
Yeah.
For the benefits, but it's still also whimsical. Which I like.
I think that's supposed to be some kind of flying bird. But it makes me think of, like, a chocobo.
It kind of does look like a chocobo.
Even though I don't think it has big old legs. You know, I kind of like the colors of this better, though.
These are like, okay, I know I was going to say Froot Loops are still not natural coloring, as we just said about Red 40, but these are like neon. I wasn't anticipating.
This is kind of carnival-like.
Tastes good.
It's quite good. It's still holding its
shape.
It's not gotten mushy yet. Which happened very quickly for the Froot Loops. You can only make it so crispy before it just starts falling apart as soon as it gets wet. Okay. Now,
I think if you don't like lemon, though, you may not like this.
It's true. No, you have to like lemon. Okay. You know, almost no additional...
How did they color it?
Ingredients: milk protein blend, which includes casein, whey protein concentrate, sweetener blend of allulose monk fruit extract, an oil blend, including avocado oil, tapioca starch, inulin from chicory root and or agave, natural flavor, salt, turmeric extract, spirulina, vegetable juice for color. Contains milk. So, it's...
Well, the spirulina would make sense for the blue coloring.
Certified gluten-free, but it is not a vegetarian.
How can they say natural flavoring, but they don't tell you what it is?
Here's the thing. I don't think there should be... This is going to be a strong opinion. This is Rob's strong opinion time. Anything
Rob's rants.
Anything that has to go in your body, medicine, food are the big ones. I don't think there should ever be a copyright or a patent or anything on ever. It should all be 100% public, and if somebody copies it, that's too bad. Because that's too important to hide for business purposes. This is food. We need to know every single thing that we're putting into us. And I see nothing wrong with that. And if your business suffers for it because you can't do it cheaply, that's capitalism. But, sorry, I actually got a little annoyed about that for a second. Oh, God, why? Don't hide this information. Okay. What do I say for color? Vegetable juice for color. Adds a trivial amount of sugar. One of them. Whey protein concentrate adds a trivial amount of sugar. 13 grams of protein.
Well, that makes sense because milk has natural sugars.
All right. I mean, look.
So.
God, all right. You hear that?
Someone's vacuuming.
Is that what that is? It's vacuuming? Huh. Okay. Any other thoughts about Magic Spoon before we do our final thoughts on both of them?
Oh, I'm pleasantly surprised. I mean, it's still crunchy.
Still?
That's why I took another bite.
How's the milk taste?
Not bad.
Similar.
Yeah.
Very similar.
It actually became more gray, though.
It did become kind of gray.
So if that doesn't throw you, please drink the milk.
But it is a softer texture overall, which is really interesting. But it absorbs the milk decently.
No, I mean, I'm pleasantly surprised. I will definitely, yeah. I think it'd be easy to get through a whole box of that.
I mean, especially for children, protein is exceptionally important. I'm not getting enough.
Yeah.
You know, if you're going to the gym regularly, you want to hit anywhere between 0.82 and 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight that you have. So, I guess that's a good way to get some protein in.
Oh, yeah, because, sometimes you get tired of chicken and eggs.
Is that true? Do people get tired of chicken and eggs? Let us know below. Okay. Final thoughts coming up in just a second. Okay. Final thoughts.
I'm pleasantly surprised. I definitely want to try more of the Magic Spoon.
Yes.
However, the price, which we haven't even gotten to,
we will in a moment.
Yeah.
Just a second. So all right. So texture, but I like the crunch of the Froot Loops, but it just doesn't hold up. It falls apart
quicker.
It falls apart too quickly. If you don't eat it the entire bowl within 2 or 3 minutes, then it becomes a soggy mess, which is really unpleasant, really unfortunate even. I like the colors on the Froot Loops box. I hate that it doesn't have the maze thing, like the thing for kids like this one does. You know, I mean, I don't know, because kids, like, if you're like a few years old, you go, oh, here's whatever, something to just entertain. You know, as opposed to this, which is just a marketing ploy.
Yeah, but I think a lot of times now they also know kids are being raised on their iPads, so I wouldn't be surprised if they're like, doesn't really matter anymore.
Yeah. How many winged foot fruitsters can you find in the poster?
Oh, that's cute.
So there is a thing.
So there is this word search. Bravo.
Okay, so there is one. I missed it. That's my bad. There's a one. There's a one. These are not hidden very well.
These are for children. It's supposed to develop their skills.
Children at heart. The skills of finding winged foot fruitsters.
Yes. It's about paying attention and finding things and having attention to detail.
Winged foot fruitsters? Anyway. Okay. So, all right. Money aside.
Yeah.
Which one are you taking? We're gonna have a long moment of silence.
No, we're not. So if we're just going on taste, I still think Froot Loops
taste better,
but it's because of all the dang sugar and nostalgia. However, you know, if I wanted to still have something that tastes
as an adult without
good,
the money, including the nutrition, does that change?
Yeah, so if I wanted something and I want to have it be a little bit healthier and still taste good, but have an added bit of protein, which is important, especially since we go to the gym fairly regularly, I would still probably try.
I would say
I would have Magic Spoon.
I like the crunch of this better. I actually think I like the color of this, the fruit itself better, or the cereal itself better. And I would say it's more than a little bit more healthy. It's quite a bit more healthy. The calories are similar. The fat is negligible. Everything else is negligible. Except for the fact that this lacks all the garbage, absolute garbage that is in this. And then you add 13 grams of protein, and it's just fantastic.
No, I mean, it's really good.
And if you are gluten-free, this is great.
Yeah.
So I will say this is my first choice, but it's not as good as I was told. Especially given that this box is 7 ounces, 198 grams. This box is 8.9 ounces, or 252 grams. And Katie, how much did the Froot Loops cost us?
It was like...
At Kroger.
I'll find it now.
I thought you had it ready.
I did. $4.49.
$4.49 for 8.9 ounces. And the Magic Spoon.
This was $9.99. It's like $1.95-ish per serving.
Oh, you already did the calculations?
Oh, they actually had it on their website.
Oh, interesting. So
even though that doesn't seem great to me.
We'll throw those up there. Froot Loops, Magic Spoon, so you can see the actual price. This is outrageously expensive.
Yeah. By
comparison. And the reason is because this is a bunch of mass-produced garbage. Look, if you're gonna give it to children, adults. First off, adults shouldn't be having that anyway. It is tasty, it's nostalgic, but it's just not good for you. But especially for kids, because kids need all these important nutrients and stuff. And give them a multivitamin. That's going to make up for all whatever added vitamins and minerals I put into this junk. This is just far better. God, I don't know. Like, we don't really buy breakfast cereals though.
No.
So, I mean, none of this is going to get wasted. Actually, we will end up eating all of this because I still enjoy the Froot Loops. But I don't expect we'll be buying any more for a very long time.
Okay. That's fine. I mean, again, we don't have those very often, and you know, it's more of a once in a blue moon, treat yourself to something that's not healthy. But you know,
no, it's true. It's true. Yeah, you should not be having Froot Loops every day for sure.
No, I mean,
a year, huh? On average.
What?
100 times.
No, 100 bowls.
100 bowls
of cereal.
But I doubt people are actually measuring out 1 cup of this too. It's a lot less than you think it is. It's always a lot less than you think it is, I suppose.
Yeah. No,
6 servings in one of these.
No, I'm excited to try more of the Magic Spoons. So they only have 2 other ones 2 other flavors at the Kroger that we go to. But if anyone would be interested in, us trying the full gambit,
all of the Magic Spoons?
Yeah, why not?
That's an extremely expensive episode.
But you just said that you would make your way through these.
Well, yes, I suppose. Okay. But yes, let us know what other series we need to try. And I will look more into the Magic Spoons themselves, because I am curious if the rest of them are as good as I've been told. But who knows?
Yeah, I don't know what the most popular flavor was. We just went with fruity. Cause
I imagine it wasn't Froot Loops, the fruit flavor. That's a hard one, I think, to do in a breakfast cereal. For
Maybe.
like a grain-based or something like that. But, where can they find us?
You can find us on Instagram at krcompares. You can also find us on our jpfilms.com/krcompares.
There you go.
See, I'm getting better at it.
You are. You're a lot better.
Getting snappier. That's it.
That's all we got?
Yes.
I'm Rob.
And I'm Katie.
See you next time.
Bye now.